Hello. Hello, hello. Gosh, I sure hope everything is working. Did my usual stream setup this morning, and then my computer updated, so who knows if everything works. One of life's great mysteries. Just need to set myself to live. Okay, that's done. So yeah, I'm gonna be drawing some Pokemons today, and if that's not the vibe, I may swap over to video games, but we'll see. This is what I need. It's all a little bit scuff, you must forgive. Let's see. Okay, I'll just move this down here for a moment. So yeah, the plan is that I'm going to use some Pokemon to take bits and pieces and draw Pokemon. Hi Cassandra, welcome in. So like here I would take the face shape of Nidoran, or the body, or you know, we're gonna see how this goes. If it's not like the vibe, then we shall pivot, but we'll see. How are we this week? We are good. We are good. Been busy. I'm trying to catch up with the backlog of getting VODs onto YouTube, and that's taken a long time. Oof. But it's worth it. So I think I have, hang on, you will see Nidoran disappear slightly. We are using a random Pokemon generator. So I currently have it set to poison. But I might start with fairy types. Instead of having all Pokemon at once, I thought maybe it'd be good to be able to just narrow it down to a type. And I will say, I saw someone doing this on Instagram. I've seen quite a few people doing this, and I'm gonna be honest, I'm not 100% sure they picked random Pokemon because they got lovely simple
you might think you need a team of
shapes.
people and fancy tech skills, but you don't. You just need GoDaddy Arrow.
What?
I'm Walton Goggins, and as an actor, I'm an expert at looking like I know what I'm doing. GoDaddy Arrow uses AI to create everything you need to grow up.
Why did I get an advert? That was annoying. Game Chops, what the hecky? Okay, you know what? I thought I'll pick a different Game Chops today. We're swapping over. We're swapping to another one, which means I'll have to do all this again. Oh, sorry. Everything's so scuffed. Random ad scare. Yep. I've never had ads before on Game Chops, so that was annoying. But just give me a second and I'll adjust my pinned there we go. Hopefully that won't have a random advert in it. Okay, we're back on track. So let's take it up to, I'm gonna do fairy, I think, to begin with, and you'll be able to see. So like here we have Clifkey. So again, this is like the head, so I'd take this kind of shape probably with the key because that counts as the head. And yeah, see how it goes. Fingers crossed it works. Okay, so for we'll generate a few. Okay, that's just a girly, but this is what we've got for the head then. Okay, check that everything's working. So let's get to drawing. I can't believe it was already a super scuff start. Okay, so head shape. Got a circle. Although I'll argue for this also being, so it's like a hat. We'll go for that. Okay. Like I say, when I've seen people doing this, they always end up with really easy to put together shapes. So I think that's a bit sus, honestly. I think they haven't been telling the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. A fairy ghost type where it's just a clef key with a bunch of heads instead of keys. That's good, I like that. Okay, so I think from this next one we will take body. This is my kind of body. This is a good body shape. This is just... This is currently looking a bit like a squid. Okay. What are we thinking so far? Oh heck, I should have... You know what? I'm going to write here what they are. So we've got Slurpuff, Bod, and before this, hi Zag, welcome in. Looks a touch phallic, yeah, it sure does at the moment. Okay, and then we had Tapu, Lele, head. Okay, let's hope the front arms or front legs can save us here. So go back to Slurpuff. Let's pray for some good arms. I'm not feeling those arms, but it's what we've got, so let's go for it. Okay. Yeah, I hope everyone is doing well today. God, this is already an abomination. Jeepers. Farms. Okay. Let's see. Does that have legs? Also, I didn't realise that the whole Tapu line was fairy. We'll go again for some... Does this mean I have to go for bird legs? Oh no. Okay. Okay, so currently we have a Pope bird. what is this? Not looking forward to the bill for your car tomorrow. Oof. This is an... oh my god. What an unholy terror this is. Perzan... Vippity... Legs. Oh no. Okay, so next I think I'm gonna go for... some eyes. Let's see if we can get some eyes that kind of pull things together. Come on, good eyes, please. Ralts doesn't have eyes. He doesn't have eyes at all. We'll take the mouth. We'll take the mouth from Ralts. Let's go with that. Let's go with the mouth. Arceus doesn't make mistakes, but some decisions are odd. Yeah. Cars are not worth the money, she says, owning multiple cars. Okay. Ralts. Mouth. Oh no, okay. We need some good eyes next. We need some... hang on, I'm just gonna have a sip. Oh, by the way, I updated the icons on the channel point redeems for a couple of things. So hopefully they look better.
Zagreus wants you to do a posture check.
Thank you for the reminder. So yes, I hope you like the new icons. I thought it'd make them a bit easier to find as well. Hang on, I'm having an issue. Oh, there we go. That's fine. I just needed to check something, but we're all good. Okay, we're going for some eyes. Okay. We've got some Mawile eyes. So they're pretty... oh, I like this kind of... oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no, no. What a creature. What have we wrought? Keep getting deceptive eyes. I know, I thought fairy types. This will be great. There'll be nothing but cuties. Nope. Hang on, I'm just needing to grab a larger picture of Mawile's eyes. Okay. Is the definition of a creature? Sure as heck is. This is what I mean by, like, when I saw other people doing this kind of thing, they kept getting really cute things, and I'm like, how? Classic case of the Fae seeming friendly. Yeah. I mean, with the chicken legs at the moment, this is giving like Babadook. Not Babadook, Baba Yaga. Baba Yaga Pokemon. Okay. We need to add some more detail into this. We need a detail on the head, I think. Some wild eyes. Special eyes. Okay. Manifest. We're going for hair or ears, like a top of head detail. Please give us something good. I can work with this. I can work with this. Okay, so what I'm getting out a new colour. I'm getting out a new colour. Because what I'm suggesting here is we take this shape that already exists and we wiggle it a bit. Clown car! Looking for a mushroom circle on Sunday was good that you weren't taken by the Fae. Don't you hate when the Fae leave you alone? Right, okay, so what might I actually do? Hang on. I think I can change things a bit as I go. So, oh, it doesn't get any better when you zoom in. Okay, so we'll shrink the mouth down a bit. Okay. Okay, I feel like we need a body detail now. Oh wait, I need to write this down, don't I? Hang on. So, this is Mom Junior head detail. Okay, we're going for a body detail. We want something cute round here on the tum. Okay. You know what? I can make this work. I can take this detail and I can make it work. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the like chest design. God, that would have been so good for the head detail. So we've got like these Harlequin diamonds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them like this. Okay. So we've got a bird clown currently. Oh, should it have a tail? Chat, should I give this abomination a tail? It's very important. I am going to properly line and colour this as well. Yes, it should have a tail. Okay. I will say I did turn off legendaries and third level evolutions because they get really confusing. And I wanted the simpler designs. I thought I would make it a little bit easier for me, you know? So this is Bard detail. Okay. So we want a tail. Let's go for a tail. Because you're on your phone, it took you so long to work out that was an amorous. Yeah, it's hard to find a random Pokemon generator with big pictures. This is actually, I had to zoom in a bit. Hang on, let me give this a test. Let's see if we can zoom in any further. Because of course some of them are bigger than others, ayo. But that's a bit bigger, so we'll have a go with that. So, are we going to count Morilul's legs as tail, or do we re-roll for another tail? Do we re-roll until we find something that has an actual tail? Or do we assume this means no tail? Count it? Okay. Let's see. So it's like this kind of thing. It's so cursed. Okay, I think we have enough of a creature here to, like, line and colour, do we think? Or is there... do we want anything else? I think we can line and colour this. So what I'm going to do, the next Pokemon will decide the colour palette for this creature. Hopefully it will end up looking more like a fairy type when we're done. Because currently I'm not so sure. Okay, let me just split this onto its own layer. Okay. It's a bit Baba Yaga. It's very Baba Yaga. Okay, we're gonna get the colour palette. Chat, can I re-roll? Can I have a re-roll? Because that is awful. For a fairy type, I'm sick of the tapu. Re-roll, re-roll. Okay, I'm gonna re-roll. Okay, yes, we can work with Impidimp. We can work with Impidimp. Okay. Thank you for letting me cheat slightly. I wish there was an option to just take out the Tapu Pokemon because they are a nightmare. Okay, so we have... I know a lot of people don't like Impidimp. I like this guy. He's funny. Colour. Okay. Yeah, Baba Yaga is good as a fairy type. Okay, so let's... You get to see me trying to line something with a non-textured brush now. I hope you're excited, because I want to try and get the style of actual... Although it is slightly textured, isn't it, a Pokemon illustration. Do I have a brush that might work for that? Or should I try and make a brush? That's definitely not that. I've got a brush that's randomly down here. Oh dear. Okay, well we'll take this random brush. Okay, we want to... Okay, that's not too bad. We want full persistence, do we? I don't know what it means. We want... Enjoy as I try to work out how to make a brush. Hang on. Let's look at the brushes that I like. Okay. There we go. We're getting a bit better. Ooh! If we up the spread a bit. Okay, I think that's a good Pokemon line. We'll go for that. I haven't tried to draw in the style of another artist in a while. Okay. I forgot that Pokemon illustrations kind of have like the grey shadows. Okay. Let's do this. So, we've got this little route's mouth. Good place to start. Terrible place to start. I'm on the wrong layer. Okay. Take two. Oh, that's really blurry actually. There we go. That's better. And I'll try and remember to add in the little white blobs there. I've been using Blender a lot recently, so I keep trying to use like Blender shortcuts. So if you hear me press a button and then nothing happens, that's why. It's an annoying one to erase properly. Oops. Okay. Here's Mime Junior's influence. Just colour that in. Okay. Oh, I can't believe we got Granbull's arms. What a nightmare. This could have been kind of cute. No, they don't work smaller. I'm gonna play around a bit with the pose. Let's see if we can make it look a bit more fairy. There we go, that makes my life easier if I just have that much bigger. Okay, I think I like that. So, do the markings always have outlines? Yeah, they do. Okay. Okay, I think this is getting somewhere. Chat, I need you to be trying to come up with a name for this creature while I'm doing this bit. So I think we could go with this being... This is definitely a fairy type. Maybe fairy poison or fairy ghost. If anyone has any name ideas, let me know. God, that's incredibly cursed. Okay. Hang on, let me see if I can just is there any way I can make this look a bit better? Okay, that's a bit better. Play around with the proportions a bit. Okay, so we've got needs to be stronger, that pink. Okay. And then we've got a red and this kind of purple. And then white, obviously. So let's see. I feel like I want these parts red. Pink face, maybe these eyes. Oh, they're a bit too human. I'm not sure about those eyes. Let's go for red. Oh, maybe this colour down here and up here. I was kind of looking like a child in a weird outfit now. Oh well, what is a Pokemon if not a child in a weird outfit? And then maybe if we made each one of these one of the colours. And then kept, we'll you know, we'll go for something like, there we go, very light colour. Yeah, okay. I think that's good. don't think many people would pick this as a favourite Pokemon, I'm gonna be honest. The Baba Yaga Pokemon. Wouldn't be my first choice, that's for sure. Chat, if you're there, if there's anyone watching, I'm feeling like maybe this stream isn't the vibe. I'm feeling like maybe I should pivot to something else. I don't know. I thought it would be really fun, but I'm not so sure, if that makes sense. I did think maybe I should pivot to Mystria or something. Maybe Art Stream isn't it at the moment. Not vibing with it. I'm not super vibing with it, and because I can't really chat, you know. It's a very thinky one. I guess maybe I could, like, we talked about drawing Mystria stuff. Maybe I could keep it in Art Stream, but make it something else. You know? Or yeah. Maybe I could have a look, see if I've got any demos that I could try out instead of doing this or something. I don't know. What do you guys think? Hi, Jess. Let's see if I can work out a way to shade this to make it look less like a monstrosity. Yeah, trying to decide if I stick with the Pokemon thing or if I swap to something else, you know? Should I just be drawing a hot video game voice instead? If you're not vibing, then maybe change. I feel like it really comes across in streams if, like, it's not the vibe, you know? Just add a bit of texture onto that. Like, I like the idea of doing this, making Pokemon out of weird things, but maybe it's more something that would be fun as a drawing exercise, like a personal thing instead. Not all art is entertaining, if that makes sense. In fact, is there anything you'd like to see? Like, I'm happy to pivot if... Is there anything that you've thought, I'd really like to see Lixie have a go at that? If it's stuff like drawing, as we said, Calderus, or... We have a Pokemon. I've not a clue what this is. Oh no. That's an abomination, that's what that is. Hang on. Is there... There's a bit of smudgy in there. Let's blur some of these edges. Now we name it? Yeah, she needs a name. Save please. You know what? That's a good point. I haven't saved at all. Let me save. Okay, there we go. So what on earth is this creature? You know what, I'll do one more and we'll see, maybe. But I might just make it a bit simpler, if that makes sense. Instead of having this many things. You're terrible at naming things, same. Oh, I've still got that. Let me just get rid of the swatch. Well, we think that she looks like a bit Baba Yaga with the cheeky feet. Why don't we just call her Babaya? Sounds like saying papaya with a cold. Ah, this is Babaya. Or like I sound like a minion. Papaya. Banana. You love it? Okay, she's gonna be called Babaya. Alright, let's try and do some semi-decent handwriting here. Oh, that's terrible. Hang on. Also terrible. This is Babaya. She is, do you think fairy poison or fairy ghost? Definitely fairy. I think I'm gonna go ghost, fairy ghost. Welcome to the Pokemon world, Babaya. Terrifying. Truly terrifying. Right, okay, so should we try another? Should we try one more? But make it a bit simpler for myself this time. Okay. So just get that set up. So Babaya, we will see you later. I'm thinking, should we do grass type for this one? People like grass type. Insert weird joke here. Okay. Grass. Let's check that I've done that right. Oh, God. See, look at that kind of thing. Hang on, let's see. Oh, I had sub-legendary. That's why we were getting the Tapu and the fluffy other things. That's a lot of menu. Okay. Let me just get this lined up again with OBS. Skidoo. Cute. Babaya. Sorry, I'm making myself laugh with Babaya. Oh, Babaya. Okay. Let's go. So we're going for the head. First up. Nope, mulligan. Oh, I can't do a mushroom head again. Delmise is a grass type? Nope. Okay. Yeah, we have a round head. I was talking so much trash earlier about people I thought were cheating on this, but some are just... Delmise, how do you take his head? He's an anchor. Thank you for checking in. He's Grass Ghost. Jeepers. It just shows you, I know next to nothing about Pokemon past a certain generation. I know of them, I don't know typing. I'm terrible for typing. I still have to look them all up. Oh, I hate Flapple. We're not using Flapple. Oh, I guess we can use Flapple because he's got a weird little body. Okay. Was that Chespin we had first? Yeah. Chespin, head. Flapple. Bod. gives it stab steel, an ability that gives it stab steel. That's a kind of gross. Not gonna lie, kind of gross Pokemon. Okay, this is already an abomination. I hope we're excited. I'm guessing he's got a little tail in there. Okay. Oh God. So far we've made a seahorse with a big head. Okay, let's go. Chespin the spiky boy. Chespin's so cute. How can I get arms from that? There's no arms there. Give me arms. Okay. Yay. Arms. What are these pulls? I don't know. Don't know. I'm not even, I mean, you know what? I don't think have I seen any Kanto Pokemon yet? Because, like, obviously Kanto is my era, because I'm an old lady. Lileep. Arms. I don't know if Lileep would count those as arms, but that's what they are now. Okay, we're going for back legs. Can we get some hypers for back legs? Does it need back legs? Can we just make it tail? Is the back legs? In fact, yeah, I'm gonna steal his tail. Instead, I'm gonna have this as like it stands on its tail, so we're nixing back legs. But I need a better look at Simisage's tail. Oh, there we go. So, they're just little leafy guys. Yeah. Give it the ears? I'll give it the ears as well, because you asked so nicely. Ignore the fact that the ears are going through the right. We can't have the ears going through the right. Hang on. We'll just scootle this lad over a bit. Ow. That was me hitting my arm. Okay. So kind. I live to please. Simisage. Ears and tail. I nearly put ENT, but that's a different thing entirely. Okay, we're going eyes. Will the next Pokemon even have eyes? Who knows? Let's see. Got Flapple again. Can't have Flapple for two things. There she is! My queen! Yes! The one, the only Chikorita. Okay. I should know how to draw these eyes. I've been drawing them for so long. I used to be able to draw Chikorita from memory. I don't imagine I could now. That was an early stream, wasn't it, drawing Pokemon from memory? That was a fun one. That was good. That was a good stream. Okay, so this is Chikorita eyes. Right, here's where it could all go wrong. We're gonna do mouth. Now Chikorita would have been perfect for mouth as well, but I feel like we're about to get an abomination. Please pray for A good mouth. Oh, we have been blessed on this day. We've been blessed by a cute little mouth. Which I've never realised is kind of like a Squirtle mouth. Eee, just a happy little guy. Just a little baby. Skiploom's so cute. I'm very excited. There's new Pokemon cards on the TCG app tomorrow. And then new IRL cards, including Full Art Corbeau, on Friday. Right, I'm gonna go for a detail. So we're taking a detail from the next one. If it's Flapple again, I'm gonna scream. Okay, it was Skiploom. We got back-to-back Skiplooms. Ooh, Leafeon. I might take the little sprigs of leaves that Leafeon has going on, you know? Bit of this. I feel like that was did see me freak out over the I'm so ready to commit crimes for that card. Oh my gosh. But it's so expensive. Hang on, I'm gonna see what the price is currently for the Japanese Corbeau. Wishlist, boss's orders. Okay, the Japanese one is still at £83. So what's the price? Yeah, it started off as quite a high value card. Yeah. Hi Wiz, welcome in. Was it not £80? Certainly was. It is a expensive card and I am not vibing with it. Could we do some little leaves here? Oh, cute! Looks like bangs. Yeah, when I saw the card, I was like, nice, cool, yeah, gonna get that card. And then I saw the price and I was like, because there's no way it's gonna be cheaper in the English release. There's not a chance. This is turning out kind of cute at the moment. Should we leave this here? Or should we roll for another detail? Or should we roll for colour now? You'll end up bankrupting yourself for the girly pops. That's fair. That is fair. Anything for the girly pops. Unfortunately, most of the cards on my wish list are like a couple of quid. They're quite cheap. But it's finding them is the hard thing. And yes, it is a lot of Arvin cards. I can't help it. Roll for colour. Will do. Ooh, Grovyle. Okay. Oh, I forgot to write Sylveon details. Hang on. I wonder if they'll ever do any more evolutions. So Grovyle colors. Leafeon Erasure. Oh, I put Sylveon, didn't I? Sorry. That's what happens when I'm thinking about Corbeau. Just my brain slips out of my ears. My apologies. I will amend that immediately. There we go. Okay. So this is the little guy. So what I might do, I think it'll look better if this is a bit more like that. That's understandable when thinking about attractive people. Yeah. The old brain sliding out the ears. Okay. So let's get some lines down for this creature. We've got Chikorita's eyes. You know what? I wonder if I go previous. No. Okay, so it saves the progress. So let's okay, so we can look at Chikorita's eyes. We could just leave Chikorita up on screen, honestly. She's so perfect. Click the wrong layer again. Oh, I was so excited I got to listen to New Evantris today. I've been thinking that it'd be fun to play maybe like Breath of the Wild or something on stream, but I got partway into that game and kind of stopped. So, but I don't want to lose my progress, so it's just whether I would start from scratch or you know, just picked up where I left off. I can't draw a circle. Let's try drawing it the other way. Yeah. How far did I get? I got... Oh, Breath of the Wild, how far did I get? I got quite a long way. Same in Tears of the Kingdom, I got quite a long way in that before I stopped. It's kind of one of those, I didn't stop for any particular reason, I just put the game down and didn't come back to it. And then it became too long since I'd last played it to pick it up again. Because me being me, I spent most of my time just going hunting for outfits. And taking pictures with Sidon. Because I'm predictable. I'll load it up at some point and have a look. I think I still had quite a bit more of the underground stuff. And I'm not sure if I finished the Rito stuff. Same thing that happened with you and Arceus. Yeah, Legends Arceus is another one. I got quite a long way in and then just stopped. Honestly, me finishing a video game is remarkable. More often than not, I get part way in. I'm having a great time. I stop for some reason and just never go back to it. brain needs new dopamine. It's funny because like my dad does the same thing. He gets nearly to the end of a game and then he'll just move on to another one. Like, it's a sign that we've really enjoyed a game if we finish it. Maybe that's why it was so exciting to beat Luigi's Mansion on stream. I need to get back to Chibi Robo as well at some point. Oh, there's too many games. Too many games. And then we've got like Procopia coming up. And actually, you know what? I've got a new game to play tomorrow. I'm excited. And it's a game that I played the demo of a long time ago, and they actually sent me a code for the full game, so that's exciting. So we'll be playing that tomorrow. Let's see. Where's Skiploom? There he is. Oops, just drawing randomly at the bottom. Cute. Oops, should have used that instead. Had to leave the cozy bed due to low battery. Oh no. But now you have snacks? Oh well, there you go. It all balances out. Silver linings and all that. This is a wild creature. Ow. Hit my elbow. Owie. It's an adorable creature. I'm glad you think so. I'm going to add some more. Some more of these little sprigs. Something about this eye I need to change. There we go. That's instantly better. It was just a bit wonky. It was a wonky eye. Okay, and let's go Gravile. So Gravile, we've got this red. It's kind of a little bit pinky, isn't it? Needs to be a bit stronger. There we go, that's better. And then the other green and that good strong yellow. Okay. So don't know if you should admit this, but you bought around 20 Pokemon cards around Christmas and only one of them isn't a girly pop. I mean, that just sounds to me like you are very focused with your intentions. And you know what you want. And you're gonna get it, you know? Right. Maybe we should do a bit of a gradient here. In the body. And the head, right, okay. Why? Sometimes you just like completely forget everything that you usually do when drawing. There we go. That's better. Okay. So my thinky thoughts are, if we do a bit of this. Just grab that. We'll go for a bit of an ombre. Could we even... I like I just didn't bother colouring in this here for the looks of it. Okay. So let's... Oops! Accidentally Rayquaza'd. Don't you hate when you just Rayquaza all over the place? Okay, so we need to get this red involved somewhere. Oh, hang on, I forgot to do the white around the eyes. There we go. A little creature? It is indeed a little creature. Welcome in, Spooky. It's a little guy. Little creature. He will need a name, so get thinking about that. And he will also need a typing. I just need to grab. Can I? Oh, there we go. Sniped it. Haha. Trying to grab the shading colour that I used for Babaya. Sproutling? Oh, adorable. Oh, yeah, it looks like it'd live like... Hang on, I need to draw this. I must draw. Okay, so imagine this. Plant pot. Like this. Ah, guys, a little sproutling. Cute. Grass, ghost and fairy seem pretty obvious typings. Yeah. I think, let's see, we could go pure grass. I feel like I wish this guide had a nose. Maybe we'll roll for a nose at some point. That's a wild sentence to say. Ooh, retail mine's hell. Oof. Well, I'm glad you've got some time to rest. Shall we have a see what might have been for a nose? I'm gonna need to bump this up a little bit. There we go. Just tidy up some of these. And if we like the nose, maybe we'll put it in. First I'll write his name. So let's get my brush. Sproutling, he's number 420. Haha, it's funny, it's a wee joke. And he's a grass type. There we go. Yay! I'm gonna have a look and see what we could have had for a nose. If a nose had ever been an option. Let's see. There is no nose there. Oh dear. Oh yes, I think we dodged a bullet with that nose. I'm gonna be honest. That is not it. That's not it. Oh, that would have been a disaster of a nose. Yikes. Oh, what a creature. Okay. So now we have, hang on, let me get rid of that. We've got Babaya and we've got Sproutling. These look like sleep paralysis demons. I'm not gonna lie. These will sit on the end of your bed, keeping you awake. What a nightmare. You love them? Yay. This looks like, do you remember when like descriptions of Pokemon used to leak? And people would try and guess like what they look like from the descriptions. It was all very Jura's Rhino. I wonder if I should do one that's just like mixed two Pokemon. Or should we open it up to for another Pokemon? I've not had any shiny Pokemon yet, this is terrible. Back when leaks were fun? Yeah. Leaks now are just like, I want a tease of something. I don't want the actual thing. Also, I just realised I've spent the whole time looking at everyone, and I should have been looking at my tablet. There we go. So yeah, should we see what we get if we just do every kind of Pokemon? If we go all types. But let's make them unevolved. Okay. Let's see what... Ooh, fungus. Okay. Could try drawing Chikorita from... I think I've done Chikorita from memory before, but I can give it a go. Because I did... At the end of a stream once, I did attempt... Hang on, we'll give it a go. Okay. Right. This could go terribly. So, Chikorita. She is shaped like a little grass horse. She's got big old dome. And she's got little legs like that. She's got a cool... Was Chikorita one of those? I can't remember, honestly. And she's got a fabulous leaf. And this is slightly cheating because we have just drawn her eyes. There you go. There's Chikorita for memory. I think that's what she looks like. It's kind of like, if you give me Gen 1 Pokemon especially, I feel like I can remember what a lot of those look like. There's somewhere it gets a bit muddy. Is Perfect Bean? She is Perfect Bean. Okay, go on. Throw me another one. Throw me another early gen Pokemon to draw. And I'll try and draw it from memory and we'll see how I do. Just as a little pause. And if I can't remember what they look like at all, I will have a go. Ooh, Gengar. I will... Okay. I must admit, I do have plushies of Gengar in my room. I will try to not look at them. I feel like this is a good time to mention, I'm not very good at drawing from memory. It's not where my speciality lies. Okay, so... He's got little arms like this. And he's got a bit of this going on. And he's a wide boy. How do I have so many plushies of Gengar and yet I can't remember what his feet look like? I guess because I'm not usually looking at his feet. He's got stuff going on like that and on his back as well. And then there's these wicked eyes. I think. Hang on, it's more like... And then... It's a Gengar. I can't let me move his face slightly further up. There we go. Gengar. He's just a little man. Oh dear. He's shaped like a sack of potatoes, God bless him. Perfect goblin energy. I feel like that's very Gengar energy, honestly. To be just a little creature. Any more for any more? Do we want me to draw more Pokemon from memory? Or do we want to draw another Abomination? Sorry if you can hear my shoulders cracking. Oops, sorry. Clattering about a bit. You want another Abomination? Okay. Do you want a type Abomination or do you want an all open Abomination? All open Abomination? You know what I mean. All type. Non-typed lock Abomination. I feel like a non-type lock Abomination sometimes. Everything. Okay. Okay, we'll hide these little guys. Goodbye. So we have Babaya. And we have Sproutling. What is the next Agent of Chaos going to be? Is this Final Fantasy music? Possibly. Let's see. Yes, it is. It is Final Fantasy music at the moment. Right, are we ready? We're not going to start with Fungus. He was just to check that it was working. Right, let's see. Chat, I'm cooked. I'm absolutely cooked. What part of that is head? Oh no. Oh no, no, no. Oh no, no. Okay. Let's go with... Let's go with this. Okay. I guess that is head. Nice. Wonderful. Buzzing. Okay. Let me write it down. Copyish. Head. Okay, so we're going for body next. Oh. Oh no. Oh jeepers. Okay. Okay. So, we have a thumb currently. Oh no. Let's wrap you round that way. Okay. Well, we are off to a fantastic start with the abomination stakes. The song is taking you right back. It's always lovely when music does that. Okay, right. Perfect. I love Orthworm. He's so funny. I'm gonna write Orthworm body next to it, even though it doesn't. This really just looks like a weird thumb at the moment. Oh dear. Okay. Right. Now, I think it's fair to say he will not have back legs. We can give him front legs though. So let's see. Or maybe wings. Oh no. Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay. This is... Okay, we've got timber. I just thought, is this a... Hang on. Oh, he's a little bit off the screen. Oh, Wind Waker music! Right, I think it's time for eyes. As much as I fear giving this monstrosity eyes. I was right to fear giving this monstrosity eyes. What the hecky is that? Throwing out suggestions for abominations, but seeing he's just trying to chat with... Sorry about that. Yes, I am. I'm drawing combination Pokémon, and they are all turning out to be, as you can see, abominations. They are terrifying. I've got to hope that the mouse can salvage this one, or we may have to never do this again, depending on this next one. No. Okay. Okay. We got. Okay. Thank you, Lotard, for the mouth. Oh no, this is certainly something, huh? Okay. Okay. Right. We need something to go on the head, I think. We need some detail on the head to stop this looking, or on the body. Let's just go for a detail. The next one we'll take a detail and we'll put it wherever the hecky we want. I think that's a safe choice. Let's go. Oh gosh, okay. Which detail do we want? I think we want some fire somewhere. Okay, let's okay, I think, you know what? I'm gonna add some vents. I'm gonna add a vent. Okay, there's a vent there, and that's where the fire is coming from. Oh no. Okay, we want another detail. Hang on. Let's write Charcadet down. See, everyone that I've seen doing this gets such cute Pokemon at the end, and I'm just like, here's an Eldritch Terror. Okay, we really need a good head detail. We need a good head detail. Come on. We've already used Chikorita. Okay, Chatot. Oh dear. That is... That's certainly a note. Really, we were struggling from the moment that we got Corfish. That's the moment I knew it was all over, and that we were making yet another cursed object. Let me see if I can... Let's just give him a squish. Does that make you better? Give it a little squish. That makes... Yeah, that makes it a bit better. Okay. So we've got a Chatot detail. May I have another detail, please? Natu. There's not really anything extra I can take from that. We've got a flaming worm with anxiety currently. Let's gosh, okay. So we can have a lid or some ooze. This is terrible. I might instead steal this colour palette. Oh, I might call it here and go for the colour palette. Because it's just gonna get worse. Again, still don't think we've had any Gen 1 Pokemon. Have we? No, I don't think so. Okay, I've now got to somehow make this look less awful. So what I'll do is I'll grab some of the detail this. Okay. Yikes. I don't know how I'm going to salvage this one. I'm going to be honest. I think this is the hardest one so far. Okay. Yeah, this is just oops. This is just a worm with anxiety. This feels like the Pokemon equivalent of the "this is fine" meme. Because we were talking about Pokemon cards, does anyone have suggestions on where to get a cute binder for your cards? I have... hang on. Where is my binder? Oh, it's tucked away. I have a top loader binder that I really like. It's... I bought it at a local card shop. And it's baby pink, because of course it is. Let me see if I can... I think they put a thing up today. That wasn't them. Railguard. There you go. That's who mine is. Obviously Voltex is a good name, but yeah, I have Grailguard for top loaded cards. I'm also planning to get one for sleeve cards as well at some point, but yeah, I can recommend them. Just avoid ring binders because they can damage your cards, and you don't want to be damaging your cards because they are expensive. At some point I'm going to start a cute card binder, and I want to do the that way that you see a lot on Instagram. I can't remember, I want to say Masuda method, but that's for hunting shinies. There's a certain way of laying out cards that's really popular, with like you include pictures and bits of information and stuff, which I really like. A bit more journally. I feel like we've made a poison fire type here. those circles from Poltergeist. Kind of looks like, like badges. Okay. Right. This is awful. Remember, guys, this is gonna need a name. And also putting out of its misery. You know the thing that's like, every Pokemon is someone's favourite. Yeah, not this guy. It's fabulous. Cassandra, you have me on... I think you have me on Instagram, don't you? Because I do have a post on there about my binder. I think I've got an older post. Or maybe I never posted that. Who knows? Oh yeah, I've got a little tour of my binder, so if you wanted to see what it looks like, you could have a look there. Not one thought in that bug-eyed head. Love it. The only thought in this head is sheer panic. This is a Pokemon that just looked at the news and is thinking, good lord. Might also go nosy at your local nerd shop. Yeah, I mean, that's always a good way. Right, okay. So let's get down to business to defeat the Huns. Okay. So we've got this green. I feel like we could do some cool things with this. Oh, I forgot to make my palette. Hang on. Oops. Just drew a line across everything. Ignore that. So we've got green. We've got... I'm going to make this a very dark green. And then got that colour. And then we've got a kind of bit more yellowy colour. Okay, this is an interesting colour palette. I'm vibing with this one. I will say this kind of weird drawing challenge is fun for making you step outside of your comfort zone, you know? Like, would I have ever drawn an anxiety-ridden worm before? No. But here I am. And honestly, out of choice, would I ever draw something that's not cute? No. That thing is the Mr. Meeseeks of Pokemon? True. Are they little J emotes? Is that Jeremy? It's Jeremy! Gotta love Jeremy. It is! Yay! I saw Jeremy's VTuber. What a cool model. Perfect for him. Absolutely perfect. So good to see him thriving. He has a VTuber model now? He does! I haven't seen anything a little J in ages. Yeah, my stream viewing schedule is incredibly busy with watching Ray and Matt, and then trying as much as I can to drop in and watch Friends. So I haven't been able to see much of Jeremy, but I did drop in to see his new model, which is really cool. I think we'll have your arms this colour. Yeah, boy. He recently had a hair transplant, so he's using his VTuber model while he heals. That's such a good idea. Also, I hope his healing goes well for the transplant. I think I saw somewhere about that. Yeah, good for him. Body mod the heck out of yourself. This is such a cursed object. Even finished a new song to use specifically when he's VTubing. Ooh. I'll have to drop in sometime. Oops. I think Ray raided into Jeremy's stream last night, but it was like 3 AM and I needed to sleep. I needed to get some shut-eye. I will of course post these onto Blue Sky so that everyone can see what chaos we have wrought here today. Time to go feed the kid, then go shoveling. Well, I hope the feeding goes well, I hope the shoveling goes well. Thank you for stopping in. It was nice to have you here. Have a good rest of your day. I wonder why Pokemon haven't made a Pokemon that is just a can yet. This is my Pepsi Pokemon. Oh, it's been a while since I've had a drink actually. I should probably do that at some point. Also yes, just to mention, if you weren't here towards the beginning, I have updated the little pictures for the channel points. So they are more reflective of what they actually are. Hydrate is no longer a tree. Oh, this poor guy. He's going through it. I feel bad for him. Look at him. Look at him. I think I might go Ghost Bug for him. Or do we think Bug Ghost? Probably Bug Ghost. Are there any Bug Ghost? Is that a typing? I imagine so. Pokemon keep releasing bang designs and it's not fair. So true, bestie. I'm guessing we're talking cards, but we could just be talking general Pokemon. Shedinja? Shedinja? Even not Shedinja. I did think of Shedinja. Are there any like type combos that don't exist? There must be something. Current one is Masters EX. I just love seeing cool full art cards. I'm so easy to please. Just give me some pretty pictures. That's something I did actually consider for a stream once, but I wasn't sure if it would be too divisive. And it would be 8 or 9 type combinations not used. That's wild. I thought of doing a stream that was painting on Pokemon cards, like the low value ones, not low value, low rarity ones. Like expanding out the illustration. But I don't know if that's something people would vibe with or not. And it'd be a stream I would have to do later in the year when lighting would be better. So it was the thinky thought, but it is currently shelved. You love when people do that? I've never tried it before. I've always really wanted to. So hang on, I just need to I need to try and grab this colour somehow. Oh, I had it for a second there. Got it. Right. When the layout was a card to make it 2D. Yes, that's so cool. I might give this guy some eyeliner. Hang on. We've got a bit of the droopy extra colour now above the eyes. Somehow made it even more terrifying. That's fine. This is fine. Yeah, I've got quite a lot of bulk cards, so I thought maybe it'd be a good one to do. Ooh, spooky coming in with the knowledge. Hang on, let me just finish this little bit and I'll read that. Unused combos: normal ice, normal bug, normal rock, normal steel. Fire fairy, I'm surprised by that. Ice poison, ground fairy, bug dragon and rock ghost. Wow. Bug Dragon I'm surprised by. Definitely. And Fire Fairy. Oh, that's so interesting. I wonder if it's like, if it'd be too OP, some of those typings. I wonder if a Pokemon with like the dual typing, some of them would just annihilate. Oh, Fire Fairy sounds great. I want a Fire Fairy Pokemon. Fire Fairy Pokemon, and it's just Jigglypuff with a gun. Bug Dragon and Rock Ghost should absolutely have a... Because I would have said, like, if you said to me, name Pokemon that are these types, I'd probably, like, Rock Ghost, is it Coffegregious? Is he called? And yeah, Bug Dragon. I mean, so what's Flygon? I just looked back at what I was drawing and I was like, oh no. This poor soul. Galarian Coffegregious is a ghost who holds together rocks, but is ground type. Oh, that's the thing. I feel like ground type and rock type, I so often mix them up because I'm a fake gamer, so I get confused. Okay, what do we call this guy? We know that he is Bug Ghost. But what do we call him? Very tempting to just call him like Dave. He's burnt out. He's a burnt out bug. Blowbo? I like Blowbo. At first I thought Slurp, and then I realised that's just a name from a Game Grumps. A lot of people think Flygon should be Bug Dragon. Yeah. Well, does Flygon not evolve from... What does Flygon evolve from? Some kind of bug thing, right? I want to say Vibrava, but I can't remember if it is. Flygon. There's a Pokemon website. Flygon. Yeah, Vibrava. I really thought Bug. Bug Dragon, gosh. I mean, probably had Dragon... Was Dragon typing around when Yanma came out? Yanmega is a dragon... That's the thing. Name of this insects doesn't reference dragons, so it'd be English only naming. Oh! I was just about to say about Yanma, so... Oh, okay. That makes sense then. Right, are we thinking Blowbo then for this guy? Look into these eyes. Look into these eyes. What's his name? Dragon has existed has it existed as a typing since Gen 1? I know they did retroactively give some dragon. But my memory is that it was like water, fire, grass, normal, psychic. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking rubbish. Dragonite. So Dragonite has always been dragon type? Why did I think that Dragonite was normal type when I was younger? Hang on. You've got me Googling now. Oh, she was. Okay, there's actually someone that would say dragon type was added later in the TC. Oh, that's it. You are so right. It's because I'd learned most of my typings from the TCG. Yeah. You're right. Yeah, I did a lot of TCG when I was younger, more than the games. And obviously watching the show, typing didn't come up a huge amount. I just look back at this guy. I feel so bad. Who did this to him? What's it? Should we could call this husk? Or should we call it busk because it's a bug husk? Bagusk. Also explains the rock ground confusion. Yeah. Yeah. It's fine. And I remember a lot of Pokemon that are ice types being water types because of the cards. And it took me ages to get my head around fairy types because they were mainly just normal. I think I'm going to call this guy Bagusk. Because he's a bug husk. 15 types in Gen 1. The only types that have been added are Dark and Steel in Gen 2, then Fairy in Gen 6. Technically there are the niche typings, but they barely count. Shadow, Bird and... question mark, question mark, question mark. Is that missing? No? And still... I'm such a fake gamer. I don't know anything. I was quite happy though to see someone else was also losing their mind over it online. Bagusk. He is bug. That's another thing. There wasn't bug, there was just grass. Missing was bird typed, if you recall. Jeepers. Right, are we ready to see this lineup of creatures? Pokemon is weird, it really is. And speaking of weird Pokemon, here we have Sproutling. There's glitch type of placeholder type from Gen 3 onward. Ah. What have I created? What have I wrought? We have Bagusk, we have Sproutling, and we have Babaya. I'm not sure that there are actually... Curse is also a question mark type move. Pokemon, why are you so confusing? Gosh darn it. Ah. Okay. When I post these, I will actually write out nicely what they are. Jeepers. Curse used to be question mark, question mark, question mark. We believe it's now ghost. Wild. Oh, I just tried to move my mouse across from one computer to the other computer. You can also make Pokemon typeless during battle. See, that's the thing. I can't make anything any kind of way in battle because I only pick the moves that hit the hardest. That's my way. I want to see if I can generate this until I get like a Gen 1 Pokemon. Moon is so cute. Yay! Squirtle! Squirrel, squirt. Oh, Trubbish. I love Trubbish. Gosh, there's so many Pokemon. Look at Pawmi! God, why is that picture so big compared to all the others? That's wild. Muna is technically a Gen 1 Pokemon if you go by in-game text. I think from now on, I'm just going to ignore Pokemon. I don't believe anything Pokemon says anymore. I feel like all Pokemon do is lie. So I would say of these three, Sproutling is definitely the cutest, but I think I love Bagusk the most. I'm a fan of Bagusk. There's an NPC in the Gen 1 games that wishes there was a pink Pokemon with a flower pattern. Oh, that's not an NPC, that was actually me. They put me in the game. Well, what do we think? I think these turned out pretty cool. Kind of haunting, but pretty cool. And then of course we've got Chikorita and Gengar, drawn from memory. You really like them? Yeah, I'm actually, you know what, I'm glad I persevered. I wasn't feeling it at first, but I do like them. I don't think I'll do another because I'm feeling a bit burnt out with it. I might do more draw from memory stuff if you want to suggest any Pokemon. So yeah, fire out some early gen Pokemon and I'll have a go. But it might be a bit of a shorter stream tonight, if that's okay. Is Calderus a Pokemon? I don't think I could put him in a ball, unless it was like a really big ball. If he was, he'd be my favourite Pokemon. Dunsparce. Oh no. Okay, I'll give it a go. Let's see. Dunsparce. If you need the rest, you take the rest, thank you. I'm trying to listen to myself a bit more. I got into the habit of streaming until I was about to drop, and I'm trying to yeah, listen to what my body needs. Which isn't always the easiest thing to do. Okay, Dunsparce is a circle with a weird body. And does it have like this kind of thing going on? Does it have wings? I think it's got wings and it's got something going on at the tail. Does it have teeth? Am I close? Is this what a Dunsparce looks like? Perfect. Yes! Nailed it. I'm gonna see if I can, let me find a picture of a Dunsparce now. I wonder if I search Pokemon, will it give, nope, that's a lot of random stuff. Okay, I was hoping I'd be able to search and it would give me Pokemon. Alas, it does not, so I will have to look here. Let's see. Dunsparce. I wasn't too far off. I got the wings, I got the eyes, I got the little tail thing, and that there were pointy things at the front. I'm pretty happy with that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty happy with that. Go on then, I'm feeling confident. The hubris has kicked in. Let's have another one. Which gen is Dunsparce, by the way? I don't even know if I was playing when Dunsparce came out. I was very much a Kanto, Johto era, and then I missed a bit because I was trying to be really cool. Gen 2? Was he Gen 2? I didn't realise that. I guess I've just never paid attention to Dunsparce. I'm sorry Dunsparce. Is Dunsparce shiny pink? Also, does Dunsparce not evolve? Dunsparce evolves into the Dunsparce. Cool. Wow. I didn't know that. That's so cool. Yeah, gosh, Dunsparce is an old Pokemon. That's awesome. Yeah, number 206, so that's definitely second gen. One of the easy to miss Pokemon from Gen 2. 1% spawn in one location. Yeah, I never saw it. If it wasn't in the cartoon and it wasn't the easy to catch one, I didn't see it. Go on then, Gen 1 and Gen 2, give me another Pokemon. I'm ready. I'm ready. I don't think I'll be able to beat my drawing of Gengar though. I think that was pretty legendary. Not even a mandatory place to visit? That's cruel. That's really cruel. That's a good brush size. Snubble. Snubble, okay. Okay, yeah, okay. I remember Snubble from the Pikachu's Vacation VHS tape people have been headcanoning Dunsparce evolution like it's like a big magnificent serpent for decades, and then when we finally got it, Game Freak just gave it an extra body segment. That's Game Freak. Let's see, Snubble. So I remember Snubble having like these kind of ears and quite a rectangular head. And it's like I remember thinking Snubble was really cute. It's your absolute favourite new evolution, purely for that fact. And did it have like a frill? Did you have a nose, Snubble? I think you had a nose. Yeah. They also gave that evolution a super rare variant with an additional extra segment. That's so funny. I feel like I remember Snubble looking like a dog in a dress. Oh no. There we go. There he is. Suddenly I realise I don't know many Pokemon at all. Is this a Snubble? Is this what they look like? Oh no. Maybe I need to start looking at things more. Hang on, I'm gonna look at what a Snubble looks like. Oh, I wasn't a million miles off. Never really liked Snubble, but now I have a soft spot for them. Having owned a French Bulldog, I can see that. Yeah, I wasn't that far off. Evolution doesn't spawn in the wild. There's no way to know what variant Dunsparce you have until it evolves. Oh, that's a nightmare. If you are grinding to try and get like every kind, that's awful. That's mean. Okay, give me a Gen 1. Give me a Gen 1. I feel a bit more confident with Gen 1, she says. This is where you give me like Alakazam. And I just draw a guy with 2 spoons. I don't even know if that one's Alakazam. I blame this on Michael did a stream, I think it was yesterday, of drawing Sonic characters from memory. And he must have a very good memory because I could not do that for anything that I really love. Making extra segment shiny Dunsparce, one of the most time-consuming shiny Pokemon to obtain. I simply wouldn't. I'd be like, you can keep your shiny little guy. I still need to get the shiny stone in ZA. Kangaskhan. Oh no. Oh, I fear my hubris. My hubris has once again come to get me. Okay, so let's start off with the facts. There's a baby in a pouch. I'm pretty sure there's... Oops, that's a terrible line. There's a bit of this going on. I think a tail? Okay. Did watch on YouTube shorts someone evolving a shiny Dunsparce today and they were up to like 3 months. Oof. Want a curse fact about Kangaskhan? Yes. Kangaskhan hatched from eggs already having baby in the pouch. Yeah, don't like that. Don't like that. That's concerning. Right. What do we think? We'll draw a little heart for the baby. Is Kangaskhan scaly? I think I remember Kangaskhan being scaly. Is this a Kangaskhan? That's pretty good. Is that pretty good? For drawing a Kangaskhan from memory, I now need to look on my phone. Hang on. Kangaskhan. Oh, you know what? That's not too far off, is it? It's kind of closer to like the original sprite than anything else, but yeah. You know what? I'll take that. I'll take that. That's not bad. I'm happy with that. That's a winner. That's a winner chicken dinner. Let's slide her over there. Dunsparce, why are you so large? I must shrink the Dunsparce. I have a new appreciation for Dunsparce now, hearing how annoying a Pokemon it is for people that try to collect all of them. If there's something I like in this world, it's awkwardness for no reason. Right, let's do one more for the sake of finishing off a grid. A 3x2 grid. We'll go for, let's see, we've got 3 Gen 2, so we'll have another Gen 1. Let's throw another Gen 1 Pokemon at me. I wonder how many times I'd have to generate a Pokemon in the random generator to get shiny. Rapidash. I did Rapidash last time. I know for sure I did Rapidash last time. Because everyone was laughing at how bad I was at drawing a horse. So, give me another one. Give me another one. Trying to remember what we did last time. I remember Rapidash. There was one of the Poliwhirl, Poliwag, Poliwrath. One of that line. Almost Star. Oh. Give me a hint. Is that the base or the evolved form? Evolved form. Okay. So, we get to draw one of my favourite things. We get to draw some tentacles here. Can I remember how many tentacles we draw? No. Lord Helix, I remember that. That's a terrible start. Start again. Start again. Let's start with the shell. I think there's a bit of this action going on. There we go. Nailed it. I think there's a tail. More concerned with one of my favourite things being tentacled. Look. Look. Some people grow up learning how to draw from the D&D monster manual and end up drawing tentacles. I mean, you should know this from the tentacle overlay that is available in my store. Which I might... Should I do a colour variation of that for Valentine's? Would that be funny? I might do that. That could be funny. Anyway. Do you like the Omastar? The Omastar looks really excited to be here. That'd be hilarious. I feel like that would be good. Because I've got like a lovely cutesy Valentine's thing at the moment. Which I have not sold a single one of. That has been such a flop. Oh, you know what? I wasn't far off with Omastar, was I? I was just missing the spikes. Oh yes, I see the original sprite. I forgot about that. I'm gonna add spikes just to make it biblically accurate. Okay, there we go. So we have Chikorita, Gengar, Snubbull, Dunsparce, Kangaskhan, and a Disco Diva. Oh dear. That was, yeah. Okay, so I hope you enjoy Omastar. I'm very proud of him. He's just a wee guy. He's just a little man. They're beautiful, thank you. I put my heart and soul into these. I'm amazed how close I was with Kangaskhan. He's the diva. He is the diva. He's the OG diva. And then, as well, we have Babaya. We have Sproutling. And we cannot forget. We can never forget Bugusk, who is having an existential crisis. Bless his soul. Poor Bugusk. I'm gonna post these and just say that they're leaked Pokemon to see if anyone believes me. You feel Bugusk in your soul? Same. Let's just give Bugusk a moment here. Confess your sins to Bugusk. He knows. He knows. Oh, funny. I was glad with that brush that I made super quickly as well. That was pretty good. So yeah. I'm gonna slap the save button. And I think I will call the stream here. I'm absolutely exhausted. I didn't expect that to take so much out of me. I don't know why I didn't expect that. I'm always kind of drained. Tomorrow, I just want to see if I can land a shiny Pokemon. Not a single shiny Pokemon. Terrible, stupid thing. But I will tell you what game we are playing tomorrow. We are playing Spring Tales, which is a game that we played the demo of a while ago, and really enjoyed playing that demo. And they reached out and said, hey, here's a code, thank you so much for playing the demo. No obligation to stream it or anything, but I thought it'd be a nice chill game to play. So yeah, we've got that to look forward to tomorrow. Well, I hope people will look forward to it. I'm looking forward to it, so yeah. Na to everyone else. So yeah, don't forget to rest up tonight. You have an early dismissal tonight. So have some rest, eat something tasty if you haven't eaten yet. Remember to have a drink, remember to keep warm, all those things. I'll post these onto Blue Sky imminently when I have sorted it out. Don't remember that game, but it looks fun. Yeah, it was a nice, it's a bit of a cozy puzzle game, so that'll be a good one. Indie game, of course. And yeah, I will see you all tomorrow for some games. Thank you so much for sticking with me during this stream. It was a tough one at the beginning, but we got through. And I'm glad that we did. I'm glad we persevered. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you tomorrow. Love and kisses. Mwah. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye.